Hello dear students and welcome to the online lecture of English 2. We have already started with a story that is Michelangelo. So in this lecture we will pick up this story and see what amazed Michelangelo. Students, as we have already read about the Michelangelo that he was a very famous artist and he searched for different faces so that he can get inspiration from those faces and he can paint his own characters for the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo had found Mary with the greatest of ease. It had happened long ago, the day he saw his mother carrying 2 pots of water strung from a bamboo stick on her shoulder. He had thought that the woman who had borne Christ in a womb would have been like his mother, just as thin and frail. He remembered watching his mother with unblinking eyes as she warmed the water for his father's bath. Her face reflected the warmth of the roaring fire, flushed, burning like molten gold. Michelangelo had immediately retired to his study to sketch the face again and again. Till now, we know that Michelangelo had found the face of Angel Gabriel but couldn't find the face for Judas. But in this para, we see that Michelangelo did not have to fret so much to find the face of Virgin Mary. He rather found it very easily in the face of his own mother. Now we go with one incident that happened with Michelangelo. So here is the explanation of that. So when one day Michelangelo's mother was carrying 2 pots of water strung from a bamboo stick. That means she was doing what? She was doing very hard work, and all that hard work, tiredness was reflected on her face. And watching that, Michelangelo thought the woman who had borne Christ, that is the Son of God, in her womb would be as innocent, warm and hard-working like his own mother, just as thin and frail. So here students, we come to a conclusion with this para that as when Michelangelo had found a face for Mary, he retired to that, means he went to sketch that face again and again. But that was long time ago. Michelangelo remembered that they were living in Bologna then. He even remembered vividly the eatery at the corner of their street. It was a special haunt. His father's too. While his father sat eating inside, Michelangelo sat on a bench outside. He would buy hot peanuts from a nearby vendor, noticing how every time the man weighed them out, a few would fall to the ground. A naked urchin would scurry across the street, pick the nuts and give them to the vendor, quietly popping one into his mouth. 1 peanut for every time he helped the peanut seller. Then he would wait for the next customer. The sight fascinated Angelo. He drew several sketches of child. Many years later, while carving the Madonna of Bruges, he had used those sketches to make the little Jesus small and naked. In this paragraph, students, Michelangelo recalls his memory, means when he was young. At that time, he was living in a city in Italy named as Bologna. So, At that time, he was a young boy and he used to go with his father on one place. That place is known as a eatery place where he goes and have some sort of food items. So that place is he used to go with his father. It was his and his father's haunt place. That means they visit that place frequently. Now, here students, Michelangelo narrates a very interesting story of that place or of that site, and that story fascinated him a lot.
While Michelangelo's father was inside the eatery. Now, eatery is a place where they used to go together. That is, Michelangelo and father, they used to go together to have some food. He would sit outside and buy hot peanuts. So here he is, Michelangelo, father goes inside and Michelangelo used to sit outside, and while sitting outside he buy hot peanuts. So students, here it's very important to know that this place when father and son used to go together, this place fascinate Michelangelo. So what is the reason behind? So over here we have to see that when he was sitting outside, that is Michelangelo, he noticed that every time the man weighed the peanuts. The man here considered as a vendor. You must have seen that the vendors are there, so they say sell the things and all. So the vendor used to sell peanuts. Now here the vendor is selling the peanuts and he is weighing the peanuts. A few peanuts fell to the ground and a naked urchin, that is a small homeless child. Now this this Michelangelo sees that one boy from the other side used to rush, and he is a poor boy, a homeless child. He used to rush. Why he used to rush? To pick up the nuts and help the vendor. So the vendor is used to weigh the peanuts. So at that time, this small boy or the poor boy, he used to rush just to help the vendor. But why he is helping the vendor? Here we see that every time he picked up the peanuts, one peanut he used to pick up and he quietly popped one peanut into his mouth. So this way he used to do two things over here, that is he is helping also and that vendor, and on the other hand he is popping one peanut to just to make it that he is hungry, so he used to do that, and he also enjoys that in doing so. So this sight fascinated Michelangelo so much that he drew several sketches of that particular child, and after many years he used these sketches to make little Jesus small and naked.
The Madonna here referred to Mary. So the Madonna and Child is another very famous sculpture which is made by Michelangelo. So student, we see here that Michelangelo was very much influenced by that incident, and because already we know that he is searching for the faces, so that face he used when he is influenced by some faces, so same face he has got from there, that poor child, and he has made the another sculpture of him.
Then the Pope had asked him to paint the frescoes for the Sistine Chapel. He had refused at first, telling the Pope point blank that he was a sculptor and not a painter. He later agreed to a meeting in Rome because it was one's creation that could ensure him a place in history. Not that immortality could be the reason enough for Michelangelo. He had certain other immediate needs in this ephemeral life as well. Most of all, he needed money to buy marble.
Michelangelo also remembers that after completing the sculpture of Madonna and a child, Pope Julius has offered him a job, that is to paint a ceiling and the walls of the Sistine Chapel. So firstly, he doesn't agree with that and he directly says no for that. The students, the phrase point blank means directly without any explanation if somebody says no. So here also Michelangelo has done that only and he has said no for that, and the reason which he has given was that he was a sculptor, not a painter. But later on he agrees with that. The two reasons was there for agreeing that. One reason was that the Pope Julius had advised him that he will be the immortal, that is, he will remain forever after painting this Sistine Chapel. And the second reason was that he had some financial problem also, that is, he has to buy the marble and he is not having so much money.
The Pope had promised him money, but he had never given it. When Michelangelo reminded him, he had asked testily, "Why do you love stones so much? Why not canvas and colors?" Colors merge, Michelangelo had retorted. They lose their identity and mix with others, unlike marble. In this para, students Michelangelo and Pope have a conversation and that provide us with a very important life lesson. Now we see what lesson we'll get here. Now we know that Pope had promised money to Michelangelo, but he never given it to him. And when Michelangelo asked about the money, the Pope was irritated, and in return he asked Michelangelo a question. What was the question, students? The question was Michelangelo that why does he love stone so much and not colors and canvas? Because we know that Michelangelo was a sculptor, not a painter, as he mentioned earlier. So, what answer here Michelangelo has given? To this, Michelangelo replies that colors merge with each other and lose their identities, unlike marble. So, students, the lesson here is that this conveys a very strong message to all of us that sometimes we lose our unique personality because what was the reason? Because we easily get influenced with some other people whom we admire. But it is very important for us to hold on to our own character and personality because that is very original and unique to us. And therefore, we should be like marble and not colors who lose their identities when mixed together. 4 years had sped past ever since he had started work on frescoes in the chapel. His sculpting had come to a standstill, and Angelo was as bored with colors as he was with Rome. He wanted to finish the painting, The Last Supper, but his imagination failed him each time it came to the face of Judas. His was an impossible face to conceive. Last 4 years had passed since Michelangelo started painting the chapel, and since then his sculpting had come to an end or stopped, and he was bored now, students, with both, that is the Rome and colors. He really wanted to finish painting, and that painting was The Last Supper. As I have already told you about it, but he couldn't find the face of Judas because his face was impossible to conceive, that is, to imagine. And why? What is the reason? Because such a greedy and betrayer like Judas was impossible to be imagined. Someone so evil that he betrayed Christ, his Lord, for just a few pieces of silver. So it was therefore impossible for Michelangelo to paint Judas without finding a suitable face. Then one day Michelangelo found him, his Judas. There he was in that small dingy eatery in Rome, a man with unusually bright beady eyes. The man was brimming with restless energy, spitting here and there. He was prematurely bald and he talked, the words tumbled out fast like coins from a torn pocket. The man sidled up to Angelo asking for a change for a florin and ended up sharing his food. Later, Michelangelo saw the beady-eyed man at it again. He was asking someone else for a change for a florin. Important para, I see that in this para Michelangelo has discovered his model, and that model was Judas, which Michelangelo was searching for a long time back, and now he has find this man. Now the question arises, where he has find this man? He has find this man in a dingy, unclean, small eatery. So this person which Michelangelo was finding for a long time back, as I told you, now finally he has found this man, and now the appearance of this man was looking for a change for a florin, an old coin used in the city of Florence. Now Michelangelo also described this person as a beady-eyed. Now here students, I am giving a description of this man already there given in this para, that this man is having a beady-eyed, restless person who spoke so fast and was spitting here and there again and again. He was prematurely bald, that means he had little hair on his head. Now this man was fooling others for food, and because of this action of the man, Michelangelo was sure that he could become a face for Judas. It was not difficult for Angelo to persuade the beady-eyed man to accompany him to the chapel. Michelangelo explained to the man that he wanted to use his face as a model for Judas. "It will make you immortal, I promise," Michelangelo said solemnly as he lifted the sheets covering the walls and the ceilings. The man gaped, awestruck. He recovered enough to ask for a tidy sum. Michelangelo promptly agreed. For that day on, the man came regularly to sit for Michelangelo. We see, students, that Michelangelo easily persuaded this man to pose as Judas. Why? When this man saw Michelangelo's painting, he was amazed. Then he recovered back to his senses and agreed to pose as Judas. Pose as Judas means he agreed that he will sit there and Michelangelo will paint him as the face of Judas. In return, what? In return of a large amount of money, and this is how this arrangement starts. One day, the man stood in Michelangelo's studio, browsing through a pile of old sketches. Suddenly, he paused at the picture of the urchin from Bologna. "Who is this child?" he asked. "He used to live in Bologna many years ago," Michelangelo said. "I gave little Jesus the face of this child." "Do you remember the child's name?" "Yes, Mussolini," said Michelangelo. The man smiled. He rolled up his sleeve. There was a name tattooed on his arm, Marsolini. I am that child. The man said, He whose face you are giving to Judas today. This part of the story, that is the ending, gives us an unexpected surprise. Now see what is the surprise here, students. We see that as one day this man whom Angelo had chosen, already I told you about that the man was there and Michelangelo has chosen that man for the face of Judas was there in Michelangelo's studio. He noticed the sketches of a child. Many sketches were there, students. So he has noticed that one sketch was there, that is of the child. When he asked, now this man asked about that whose sketch was that. So what Michelangelo said, he said the sketches was about a boy, that already a boy or a child who used to live in Bologna. And when the man asked Michelangelo the name of that child, so now here is a great surprise that we have to see, and Michelangelo has given which name. So now the name which Michelangelo told to this man was Marsolini. The man reveals that he is the same Marsolini whose face he had given to the baby Jesus. Already, students, I have discussed this point with you that the para was there related with the peanut. Now, in that para, one boy was there who used to be very small, and when this Michelangelo and his father used to go together, one boy used to come there and just pop one peanut there, and that already we have discussed there. So that was the same boy we are talking about, and that boy name was Marsolini. And now what surprise or what amazing thing is that the same boy has grown up and as a man, and now the same man this Michelangelo has found for the face of Judas. Now the face he had given to baby Jesus at that time, but now as he has grown up, now he is giving the same face to Judas. As most of us would be knowing that the Holy Bible tells us about Jesus Christ, his holy birth to Virgin Mary, and also about his crucifixion. In this chapter, we come across a biblical reference to. The entire chapter revolves around how Michelangelo had been looking for the face of Judas. According to the Bible, Judas was the disciple of Jesus Christ who betrayed Christ just for a few pieces of silver. Judas's name is synonymous with greed and betrayal. The story revolves how Michelangelo fails to find a model for the face of Judas so that he could paint and complete his painting on the walls and the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. But one fine day, at a dingy eatery, he finds a beady-eyed man who was fooling people and tricked them into sharing their food with him. Now this man was Marsolini, is the same child who fascinated Michelangelo at Bologna. He gave the face of this child to baby Jesus when he sculpted Madonna and the child. But now, when this man grows up, Michelangelo gives his face to Judas, who was Christ's betrayer. So, the central theme is how an act of innocence by a child that he used to help the peanut vendor just so that he could quietly eat one peanut when became a habit as Marcelloni grew up, made him a treacherous man. This shows us that if greed, trickery, and betrayal contaminates the character of a person, then it leads to his downfall. There are many instances in the story which speaks volumes about the dedication of Michelangelo, such as taking 4 years to paint the frescoes, finding models and reading the verses of the Bible to unravel the face of Jesus, Virgin Mary, and Judas. We also learn that Michelangelo finds the face of Virgin Mary, the mother of Christ, in the face of his own hard-working mother. This gives us a very wonderful message that every mother is a beautiful creation of God, as she is warm, caring, hardworking, loving, and innocent. Another important theme is how Michelangelo points out that it is very important to hold on to our individual personalities just like marble and not to lose ourselves when we come in contact with others.
So student, with this we come to an end of this chapter, that is Michelangelo. I hope you have understood this text well. Now please check the description box. All the question answers and details are given there. Till then, stay home, stay safe.